What's up, guys? Welcome to the Chess Giant. This is Solomon Odell, and really quick, I just want to give a shout out to my guy Victor Chavez for recommending that we go over the center game opening. Really glad Victor recommended this opening. One of the most fundamental and honestly simple openings in all of chess, and it all starts out with the move e4 from white. Now, against the move e5, usually white would play a move like knight f3, or maybe even the king's gambit with f4, or the Vienna game with knight c3. But with the center game opening, we now play d4. And as you guys can see, the e5, d5, d4, and e4 squares are considered the sweet center in chess, right in the center, right in the middle of the board. And honestly, against the center game opening with d4, I think by far the best move for black is to take on d4. But let's first take a look at the next two most popular moves with knight c6 and d6. Now against knight c6, this seems like a pretty reasonable move. Black is attacking the d4 pawn as well as defending the e5 pawn. But now we're able to play d5, continuing to make space in the center of the board, and following knight c e7, really passive move, we're now able to continue gaining an advantage in development with the move knight f3, attacking that weak pawn on e5. And now the best move for black is to play knight g6, defending that e5 pawn. But as you guys can see, the knight on g6 is pretty awkwardly placed, and it's not really doing much. It doesn't have a lot of maneuverability. So now we play the move h4. With h4, we're basically preparing to play the move h5. And really against this, black's best move is to stop that by playing h5 itself. But after playing h5, now the g5 square is really weak, and we're able to play bishop g5, attacking that queen on d8. And honestly, guys, I just think white has a clearly better game here. Guys, the next move that you'll see from time to time is the move d6. And against d6, we don't play a move like knight f3 or knight c3. Not like either of these are bad, but instead we take on e5, and following the move d takes e5, we can now play queen takes d8 check. And really here, after king takes d8, many are probably wondering, wait, why is this considered any better for white? Well, really, this black king has moved, so this king can never castle again. And besides the queens, we have every single other major and minor piece on the board. So now we're able to continue our attacking chess with bishop c4. Really like this bishop c4 move, just developing the bishop and attacking that weak f7 pawn. Now if a move like f6, we can now continue with f4, mounting the pressure on e5. And oftentimes black will play a move like bishop d6, looking to protect that e5 pawn. And we're now able to take on e5, and following a move like bishop takes e5, play knight f3, followed by knight c3. And after a move like c6, we're now going to reroute our knight to e2 to f4 with the idea of moving it to e6. So we play knight e2, and following knight e7, we now have knight f4 with knight e6 check. Ideas, white has a clearly better game here. So guys, finally, let's go over the main line with e takes d4. Now against e takes d4, the best move is queen takes d4. And now against knight c6, we simply bring the queen back to e3. This queen, even though it's kind of out in the open, is pretty hard to attack, so black can't really get much of an advantage in development by attacking that queen and following a move like knight f6. And it really doesn't matter what black does here. We're going to play bishop d2, followed by knight c3. And if d5 is ever played, we're going to take on d5, reroute our queen to g3, where it's attacking that g7 pawn. And following a move like knight takes c3, we can take on c3, offering another piece to attack that g7 pawn. And following bishop f6, play bishop b5, continuing to mount the pressure, pinning the knight on c6, and I would give a slight advantage to white here. So guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and thanks again to Victor for recommending this opening. This really goes for anybody. If any of y'all want to give me an opening to go over, just let me know down in the comment section below, and we'll try our best to make it happen. I'm wishing y'all a great day. Peace. Thanks for watching today's video. If you'd like to watch another one, you can click or tap up here. And I've got a lot more high quality chess content on the way. So if you'd like to subscribe, you can click or tap down here. I really appreciate your support.